Hey y'all, welcome to Mrs. Space City. This is our first live rolling session. So sorry about the wait. We're still trying to kind of figure out how to set up everything horizontally, make sure everything's all like nice in the frame. So today we're going to be having some of our homegrown that I'm rolling, some Cali roll. We're going to check out the bud on this. See if you guys can see it a little bit better. Right under there. And this is Cali roll, so it's lit OG times Zushi times lemon cherry gelato. Right. Nice. Now I have a lot of fancy stuff here. I got a whole bunch of different kinds of grinders, different kinds of papers. We have some blunts, some rose wraps, some Blazy Susans. So today I'm going to show you how to do a nice roll with papers because I actually like the papers better just because you can taste the bud really, really good. We're going to go with this. I'm going to show you how to just, with nothing at all, just break it down and roll it in one of these guys. Then I'll show you a nice fancy one with all of my my fancy stuff up here. We even have some glass tips. We can use one of those. All different kinds. There's even some raw, and these are the ones that I've put together with the pink one in the middle. There we go. So let's just pretend we don't have nothing at all on us, right? I'm gonna just use my nail to cut it all the way down. All right, we're just pretending like we don't have nothing. We don't have a grinder. We don't have a blade. Just got a nail and some spit. So look at that nice little rough chop there. It's okay if it tears. I'll show you how to fix that too. Cut that open just like that. Get my nifty trash can. There we go. All right, let's check out some of these comments. We have Space City Cannabis. What up, everyone? Smash that like button. Mr. Space City himself. Mario. Hi, Mrs. Space City. How are you doing, Mario? Dennis Halterman. Good morning, Mrs. Space. Good morning. I'm glad you guys are up and early, getting your day started rolling. Hey, Dennis. What's up, Mario? What's up, everybody? Nothing much. My man, nothing much. Open for a quiet day. That's the kind of Wednesdays we like around here. Just nice, quiet Wednesdays. K-Ham, too. What's up, everybody? Can't roll like this. Oh, Space can't roll like this. Yes, he can. He taught me, I swear. Yeah, here we go. There's our, our rough cut of our blunt right there. Look, I'm going to just break it down on this, right? We're pretending like we don't got nothing, no fancy nothing around here. No fancy grinders, no blunt splitters. We're just going to do a very, very rough chop on this. Make sure you don't get any stem. The stems are going to poke your blunt. Make sure you don't do that. Nice. Put in the comments what kind of the ways you like to consume. You guys like to roll blunts? You like papers, glass pieces? We got a really cool glass piece. Where's my little whale, my Philip? This is probably my favorite glass piece, my little whale, Philip II, because we don't talk about what happened to Philip the First. Rid of these stems. There we go. Lately, I've been really liking those Blazy Susans, the papers. Those have been my favorite other than any kind of like glass piece or pipe. Man, this stuff is super sticky. Again, this is Cali Roll, our homegrown. It's been curing. I think it's on day 4 now. But man, yeah, it is sticky. There we go. Get rid of those. This one, I'm not even going to use a filter. We're not going to put nothing. I'm going to just do the good old Texas tuck. Let me know if you guys know how to do that. It's like a little mini filter, but not really. You still get Scooby snacks if you don't roll it too tight on there. Go. This is nice and fluffy. Look how fluffy this is. Look at that. There you go. Nice. All right, let's see. Where do we leave off at? Hey, K-Ham. K-Ham smokes Delta 8. Well, that's not good, K-Ham. How you doing, Space City? Says Mario. K-Ham, no grinder, no stand, no pencil. Nothing. I'm not using no kind of fancy tricks. I'm going to just show you how to roll a basic blunt. If all you got is your bud and your blunt. You don't even need a tray. Look, just use that little, just use the wrapper. Throw the other blunt in your ear. You'll be fine. Let's see. What to do? Space. Mario says I usually use papers. Yeah, I started using papers in the last like couple years, and they do make a big difference. I feel like on just how I feel overall after I smoke. I don't feel like as heavy, I guess. What's up, Mario? What's up, Dennis? Mario doing fine. Space, how you doing? Space said I'm ready for this blunt. Cam said, Space, if I get a wrench, you're banned, buddy. You are banned, banned, banned. Dang, look at that. Look how it just falls off of there. I think this should be a good amount. Feels really good and fluffy. Make sure I get all these little pieces of stem because I don't want it to poke through the blunt. And this one's a white owl. I think it's white grape. So it's a pretty good flavor. I actually like the chocolate ones a little bit more. I like these swirl ones. These are really good, chocolate and vanilla. But Space is picky, so I had to use the white grape. You don't like my chocolate and vanilla blunts? All right, there we go. Get that last little stem out of there. Oh yeah. Okay, Ham, good luck, muchacho. Says Space. Mario says, I bet you that's some good weed. It sure is. From from our R&D, it sure has been. All right, so right here we get ready for the tuck, a Texas tuck. So what you're gonna do is cut off a little corner right here, just like that. Save that piece just in case you got a hole somewhere later on. Just put them to the side. And you're gonna lick right here, flip it and stick it. So lick it, flip it, and stick it. All right, now you got kind of like a little filter going right there. There we go. And just start pinching a little bit of this, put that in there. You want it to go under the flap because this top one's going to fold over. So make sure you kind of push it down in there. Try to make it as even as possible so that way it burns evenly. Even though it's kind of in bigger chunks and not ground fine, it should still smoke real good. So just keep going all the way down. And we're always rolling it to the tippy top, to the edge over here. This is also how you make an extendo. Right here is where you would put your second one. Make it super long, make you like a good 45-minute blunt right there. Let's tuck it down some more. Make sure I got enough right there. I'm just filling these little holes with this, the last little bit of it. Ooh, that's a good amount. That's gonna be a fatty. I already got some spilling out of here. I'll try to save it. All right, so right here, you're gonna start tucking from this side. Make sure you leave a little bit of space right there. So you could throw in a paper filter tip too if you have that, but I'm not gonna be picky. We're just gonna try to roll it all together. What I do is I take my thumb and I start pressing it down. That way I know where I'm going in that direction. Oh, oh, come back, little guy. Gotta watch the end. Once you start tucking it in, it goes everywhere on this end. Watch that little stem right there. It has a little corner right there. So I just gotta be careful with this part. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck this in and it's gonna fold over like this. Ooh, it's sticky, sticky. And we're just gonna go all the way down. So we'll start right here. Oops. And it's just gonna go all the way down like that. There we go. And then once you have that first part done, the rest of it kind of just falls into place. Just kind of keep pressing it in and moving along the edge there. And go, make sure it sticks down, stays there. Make sure we get as much of that in here as possible. All right, where was I at? Mario says, I bet you that's very good weed. Oh, yeah, lit. Oh, sorry. Lemon cherry gelato times sushi times lit OG is our Cali roll. That's what we have in here. K-Ham says, can we get a cigar hash hole rolled by Space on Sunday? Ooh, there you go. Big cigar hash hole. That sounds good. Space City says, extendo. Shout out to my boy Max Pax with that big extendo. That's his signature roll right there. Ruben Wall says, hello, Mrs. Space City and Space City. What's up, Ruben? Mario says, hey, Ruben. Ruben says, heck yeah, good to see you doing a live. Oh, thanks, man. This is my first one. I'm sweaty. I'm nervous, but I'm glad you guys are here with me getting through it. Haven't smoked a white owl in a minute, says Space City. Yeah, it's been a long time since we smoked one of these, so that's why I figured it would be good for our first live here. Ruben says, hi, Mario. Mario says, let's hit that like button, everybody, and support Mrs. Space City. I appreciate that, Mario. Thank you so much for reminding everybody to hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe too. We have a couple new videos that are going to drop this week, so make sure you guys check out the channel. Space City said, what's up, Ruben? Ruben says, what's up, Space? Well, hey, guys, everybody just saying hello to each other. What's up? Space City says, chilling, ready for this blunt. Okay, all right, all right. I know, you didn't said it. Let me finish it up. Let me wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Is this over? Where? Ruben says, is that the white grape? It is. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can read it. That's the white grape right there. We also had a chocolate and vanilla swirl, but Space said absolutely not. So we had to go with the white grape. That sounds very good. It sure is, Mario. This one is one of the ones that we've always picked up when we used to smoke blunts. This was one that was just like a regular, absolutely regular one for us. He got that one, and I got my chocolate and vanilla swirl. All right, so we're gonna lick that last part, push that last of that all the way in. There we go. Just check it, make sure we don't have any little rips or anything. And remember, that's what these little pieces are for right here. If you see a little piece that's just a little open, you just lick it like that and stick it. It's like a little band-aid. And it'll all smoke the same. Oops, let's close that back up. That one's coming out. Not as sticky today. There we go. That's a real rough one, but it's going to do the job right there with the little patch on it. There you go. All right. I'm going to have Space City light this up so I can get started on my next one. Show you guys a real bougie one. That has no filter or anything, but with that Texas tuck right there, look at that. You might get like a little Scooby snack, but you ain't going to get much through there. Right there. There you go. All right. Now let's try something real fancy like. Let's get all of our gadgets and gadgets around here. All right, so first we're going to take a grinder because, man, I needed a grinder so bad for that one. Let me get a tray right here, too. I'm going to use my tray, too, because I actually prefer a rolling tray. I just feel like it's a little, I don't know, I guess cleaner. Just in case I drop any, I know it's not like on a table or anywhere on my lap. So we're going to, same thing, just break this down. This one you can have a little bit of stems, it'll break it up. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. The grinder's going to do most of the work for us. Take that. Just twist. Oof. It's hard to do with nails and it's sticky. Oh, I think it's stuck. I think I got it stuck. There it goes. I'll just do a light. There you go. You just gotta do it lightly. There we go. Oh yeah. Looks good, looks good. We set up our little canoe right here. Smoking pretty good so far. No holes or anything. Ooh. Oh yeah. All right, then we got our fancy little canoe from Raw. And what that's going to do is it's going to hold my paper for me. These are elements. And I like to try to get rid of this line right here because what you want to do is have a nice circle roll, and you can't do that with this line. So I just take my nail and kind of run it up against there. All right, and then you can see this side right here is going to be the sticky side. So I'm going to put that because it's going to roll over like this. Take my paper here. There we go. And you want to spread it out as evenly as you possibly can. You don't want any, I guess, like holes or places that it's loose, because what's going to happen is you're going to get like a lot of oxygen in that one part, and then it's going to start canoeing, which is where you see it burning even on one side, and then the other side is going to be dipped down like that, and it's going to be on fire. So hopefully this one doesn't canoe. If it does, hey, it's going to be a learning experience for you guys. All right, that looks good. Now we're going to take our super cool custom pencil. Sorry, it goes that way. Our Space City Cannabis pencil. And just make sure it's all nice and tucked in there. Just like that. And you don't want to do it don't press it down too hard, because then you're not going to get good airflow. So you basically just want to shape it. The bud itself is sticky. It's going to do the work for me. It's going to roll itself. So I just got to give it a nice shape to go on. There we go. Let me see what kind of tip we're going to use. I think I'm going to just go with these pre-rolled raw tips. They do have 2 different sizes. So this one is like a smaller one. This one would be good for maybe the blunt that we just had. Or for cones. Yeah. Use it for cones. I use it for anything. This one is what we're going to use. This one's a little bit fatter. You can see the difference on there.
K-Han says no blazing Susan.
Where is he?
No blazing Susan.
Oh, where are we on the comments? Hold on.
Right here.
As a Ruben's Wall says, that's the best one. He says, hey, what's up, Mrs. Space City? What's up, Ruben? Is that OG says, what's good, Mrs. Space? Showcasing those fire rolling skills I see. Thank you, OG. I appreciate that. Mario says, hey. Space City says, what it do, double OG. Smoke, 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 smoke. What's good, Space City? And chat says double O. Good to be in the passenger chair, says Space City. Heck yeah, man, it's hot right here. This is the hot seat for sure. Ruben Wall says, damn, you just as good as your husband rolling. Oh, thank you. You know, we like a little rolling competitions. You know, we might have that on the next on the next live, as we could pick somebody to roll up against. Space City has airplane, fire emojis. What is all that? Take your flight. K Ham says, no Blazy Susan, this gotta be AI. No, she's here. She's here. I swear she's here with us in spirit. She's here with us in rose wraps and papers. I just think you can see it better with the elements, so we're not gonna get all fancy. You know, it's gonna be bougie, but not super fancy with all of my pink stuff. Space City says, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. For sure, make sure you guys check out the shorts. I got a whole lot of views on those cool shorts, especially the one with the little deer. You know how your neighbors be looking at you when they smell the bud. KM says that Ruben better not, better not as good, but better. Better not as good, but better. Oh, for you. Okay. Ruben says, hey, K-Ham. K-Ham says, hey, Ruben. All right, guys, this is going to be our tip right here. I'm going to pick this up just like so, like a little taco, a little burrito. Still smoking pretty good. No canoeing, so maybe on the next one. There's going to ash on me. I got a little something right there. Oh, it's all sticky, man. Everything sticks to my fingers. This butt is super sticky. All right, so right here, you're gonna take this, and we're gonna kind of do like a light little roll like this between the paper sheets, just like that. Now, by doing that, you can kind of see it's already starting to be like a long tube. It's kind of shaped itself already. So right here, you want to make sure that you put this underneath, and then you're just gonna roll and tuck it over. So I cheat, I use my nail and I pinch it, and then the rest of this goes in here like that. Make sure it's nice and tight. Then we're gonna lick that little part right here and stick it. There you go. And then right here, just to make sure I get that little crease out, I pull this part. There we go. Up and down. And something that I learned to help get this part very nice and like squished without overdoing it is you're gonna tap it on the table like this. Just a few times until I kind of feel it start to get a little bit tighter. So you can kind of see it starting to form a little bit better on the bottom. Has a real nice shape already. All right, so to me that feels pretty good. So now I'm gonna take the pencil at the top right here. And what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb to pull the paper this way. I'm not pushing the pencil down, I'm pulling the paper up. And again, not too tight. You kind of want to feel it just where the flower sticks and it's not falling out. So just like that. Once I'm at this stage, then I go ahead and press the filter in the rest of the way. You can see a pretty damn nice roll, actually. That actually came out better than I was hoping. All right, then we'll do the little crown trick. So don't pinch right above the flower, go a little bit higher, and that way the paper just kind of starts to fold on its own. Won't be too tight. There we go. Then I'm gonna kind of pinch right here and just make sure it's really tight. Not too tight where I'm pressing the flower down, but just tight enough where I know the paper is really stuck on there. Still doing pretty good. There's no Scooby snacks or anything coming through yet, so that's good too. Our Texas tuck is working. All right, so once you get to here, we're gonna cut it off where it's like at the tightest point, basically. You can see right there where it was like super scrunched up. Take the pencil and I'm gonna press it from the middle just to kind of push it down. And then I'm gonna go with this end and it's gonna go right there at the edge. And that's how I'm gonna make the crown. And just go all the way around. And I can still cheat with my nails and go back and make it like real nice and perfect and circular. And there you go. That's what it looks like with all the tools used. All right, let's see where we left off. K-Ham saluting Ruben. K-Ham should have used Space Shark Teeth tip. He never uses it. Oh, man. The dino teeth. Yeah, that one would have been a good one. We're definitely going to have to do a special with the dino teeth. That's going to be these right here. Glass tip with dino teeth so you don't have to put a filter in it. Ruben Wall says, damn, it's easy with your nail. Yeah. Yeah, your nails really, really are a huge benefit. I know, y'all don't have them, but they're a huge benefit whenever you're rolling. It helps you really perfect the roll and get into those little tight spaces that you guys can get into. Space City says, shark teeth getting lonely. They sure are, man. We're going to have to use these on the next live. Ruben Wall is laughing, Space City, with the Jurassic Park emojis. Dinosaurs. Nice. All the way to the end. And at this point, when you get to the end, you can just pinch it like that. Still got a little hole. I can pinch it with my nail and smoke it all the way to the end. Look at that. Mm-hmm. And that was our Cali roll, our homegrown. If you guys are interested in checking out this grow, go to Space City Grows on YouTube. And that one's going to have a lot of cool shorts. It's going to have our new harvest, what you'll see on the next lives coming up, what we're going to be rolling. But this one is Cali roll. So it's lemon cherry gelato times lit OG times sushi. That's really cool. So then maybe next week we'll try these Blazy Susans right here. I really like these rose wraps. If you put it together with the right flower, like a nice floral, like almost like that bubble bath from Sluggers that we saw, that one would be really good in here. But yeah, these I think are more, it depends what kind of bud you put in them. We have our chocolate swirl. We're going to be doing chocolate swirl on one of these. Our Blazy Susans. And next week we'll also work on using some glue gar so you're not licking everything up. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for our first rolling session. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. Learned how to make a little roll with nothing and with all the tools. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next week on the next rolling sesh.